I haven't been this frustrated with a playoff loss in like, I'd say 3 years. Maybe going back to the Kuznetsov game winner all the way back when the Capitals beat us. And even then, I was upset, but I don't think I was this heated. It just makes my blood boil. And, usually when I make these videos, I have like a structure. I go with the game, first period, second period, all that. Screw that. We're going straight to the overtime. Double overtime, my apologies. To the goal. Tristan Jarry, man, what are you doing? So the puck gets to Tristan Jarry. He has all the time in the world and all the options in the world. You have your defenseman on your left. You have Evgeny Malkin on the right. You ice the puck if you have to. I think that's what he tried to do. I don't know. He whiffs the puck. It goes to Josh Bailey. And then after the turnover, Josh Bailey just walks in, takes a terrible shot, and it goes in. It's like Tristan Jarry forgot how to play goaltending as soon as he gave away the puck. Because if he set up normally and took the shot normally, it would have went right into his chest, not even, and it's a save. Okay, we forget about the turnover. At least he recovered with the save. But he turns over the puck and he's flopping around. His glove is on the ice. NBC mentioned it. I think Pierre is the one who mentioned it. Glove is on the ice. There's a bunch of space, and it didn't even take a good shot to beat him. Bailey almost whiffs on it and it beats him. And that was all Tristan Jarry, man. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, when in doubt, go to your safest option. And I think it was, I don't know who the defenseman was. Was it Letang? I don't know. And I'm not going to check. I don't want to see that again. Whoever the defenseman was to his left, give it to him. That's it. Go back in your net. What are you trying to do? You're trying to be the hero. You're trying to break out the puck. Just give it to the closest option and let them figure it out. If they turn it over, then it's their fault, and then we'd be blaming them. Stop trying to play hero if you're the goalie. Stop trying to break it out. I'll be shocked if the Penguins come into Game 6 on Wednesday and win. If they do somehow survive it and win somehow, then maybe they take this series in 7. Like I said, I'd be shocked if the Penguins somehow win this Game 6. All the cards are held by the Islanders right now. The Islanders can't get more dominated than they did today. They cannot. The way I saw the Penguins play, that is the best game I've seen the Penguins play. They should have won this game 7-2. The first period starts, Penguins dominate. Second period, they play their best playoff period I think I've ever seen in my life. They didn't let up in the third period, and in overtime, maybe 90% of the overtime, they absolutely dominated. I feel like the Islanders had like 5 good chances and managed to score on 3 of them. Meanwhile, the Penguins had like 30 good chances and only scored twice. I'm telling you, man, Sorokin, player of the series. If the Islanders do anything in the playoffs, it's going to be because of this guy. The 2 goals they scored in him, the first one was a power play goal scored by Gino. Very, happy to see him get on the board. Great passing by the Penguins. Malkin with a great shot. And then the second goal following off of a huge kill by the Penguins. Mike Sullivan deploys Malkin, Crosby, Rust as a line. Following that huge kill, and it works out perfect. It's Brian Rust with the slapper, gets it in, and so good to see the first line get on the board. So up to that point, everything was clicking. Power play, first line that we wanted to come through this game, they came through. Jake Gensel got his good chances, everybody got their good chances. But Sorokin, after that second goal, it's like he said, nope, not anymore. You guys aren't scoring anymore. And if you guys remember what I said in the game 2, I said that the Penguins weren't scoring a third goal on Varlamov in that game 2. Now, thankfully, Tristan Jarry had them and he only allowed 1, and the Penguins were able to win that game 2. This is exactly here tonight. The Penguins needed Tristan Jarry to make sure he didn't allow anything in that third period so they can just hang on and win this one 2-1. That doesn't happen. The Islanders score in the third, and then we see what happens in overtime, obviously. The first goal for the Islanders, for me, everyone blamed Chris Letang. That's not Chris Letang for me. Obviously, you don't want him pinching like that. I guess you can blame the idea of pinching at that point of the period. That was a perfect pinch by Chris Letang. You had a forward covering you, which was Jake Gensel. For me, it was Brian Dumoulin more at fault from the 2 defensemen. Dumoulin shouldn't have pinched also. And then for me, Jake Gensel, buddy, what are you doing? Yes, Jake Gensel's a forward. I understand that. But I don't care if you're a forward, defenseman, goalie, coach, whatever you are. If you're playing hockey, you understand the sport. And Jake Gensel, I would think, has enough knowledge in the sport to know if you're handling that one-on-one and you're playing as the defenseman on that play, especially considering you're so small, don't go for the body. Just stick with him. Get your stick there. Poke check, or just follow him through and make sure he just doesn't beat you and let him take the shot. You don't have to be a defenseman to understand that. And Jake Gensel goes for the body, lets Beauvillier beat him. And obviously, you'd want Tristan Jarry to make the save, but whatever, man. It beats him. It's the goal, whatever. Second goal, again, it was a weak play by Dumoulin, turning it over behind the net. I actually think if Jordan Eberle got his first shot off, I think Jarry would have stopped it. The fact that he whiffed on it, I think helped him out, gave him that open net to score. It's a tie game. That, again, can you really blame Jarry? I don't know. The 2 goals alone, I don't know if you can blame them on Jarry. I mean, you can make an argument. But for me, I don't care because that overtime is all Tristan Jarry, 100%. It's so frustrating, man, because you have 2 years ago, we get swept. Last year, embarrassment in the play-in to the Canadians. And it's like, the Penguins played garbage in both those times. And if the Penguins lose in this round, it's just going to go down as another playoff disappointment. But it's not. The Penguins are playing amazing hockey right now. This is complete opposite of 2019 and last year. If we got this team last year, Canadians don't even get a chance. Maybe Price steals one because it's Carey Price. And in 2019, I don't know if they win because the Islanders team was good, but it's definitely more of a series than just them getting swept. They've played amazing in every single game except for last game. That was their one game they played bad. And I feel like all their luck, this is kind of stupid too, but all their luck got used in those runs to win the back-to-back cups, because I swear this is a game the Penguins win usually. Let me close the video by saying this. Obviously, I have faith in the team. You guys should too. I'm obviously hoping for a win. I don't want to lose. Why would I want the team to lose? But I just don't have a good feeling for Game 6 on Wednesday in New York. The Penguins had all the opportunities to put this one away. In my opinion, this game should have been won in the second period when you outshot them. Like, at one point, it was 19-1, the shots. Every shift, they were going at it. They needed that 3-1, even maybe 4-1 goal to put it away. They don't put it away. It's a 2-1 going into the third period. You know, Islanders have life. They get the goal, and then you know what happens the rest of the way. Just imagine from the Penguins' perspective, right? What would you want more out of this team going into Game 6? There's nothing you can ask. Maybe if you can hope they can beat the goalie, but that's not on them. If the goalie plays well, there's nothing you can do about it. If the Penguins lose in Game 6 and they have a good game, obviously I'm going to be disappointed, but at least they fought, you know, they played. So a lot needs to go right in Game 6 if they want to win. Like I said, the Islanders hold all the cards. They can't get any more dominated than they did tonight. So they can go only up from here, and they happen to win this game. So unless it just goes the other way around and the Islanders completely kill the Penguins, but the Penguins find a way, you know, like the Islanders did tonight, I just don't see. Or Tristan Jarry, he could be the difference maker. If he comes in and makes up for this mistake, let's say he makes up for his mistake tonight and completely steals Game 6, which is possible, that's the only way I could see the Penguins winning. They need Tristan Jarry here because they can't play any better than they did tonight. Maybe they do get more puck luck and they get a few more goals, which would be nice, but they're going to need Tristan Jarry to be the best goalie he's ever, you know, the best game he's had needs to be next game. The best game Tristan Jarry has played in his NHL career needs to come in Game 6, unless the Penguins get some extremely good puck luck. If not, the season ends on Wednesday. That's it. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my dad and my brother are currently arguing about this game still. I'm recording this like 45 minutes later, and they're still arguing upstairs. Fun fact, my dad's actually an Islanders fan, so this is even more annoying, having to hear him just rub it in our faces. Anyways, that's it for this one. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Throw everything in the comments. How do the Penguins bounce back and potentially not just win Game 6, but maybe win the whole series? Throw everything in the comments, and like always, thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you guys after a big win on Wednesday night.